Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. This is for today's video. So the beer's courtesy of Joe from the Beer Patrol. Thanks much, Joe. I really appreciate it. And it's Christmas, so Merry Christmas, everyone. And I think this is a Christmassy beer. It's Sleigh All Day, IPA with spruce tips. It even has Christmas lights at the top, so this seemed appropriate for today. It's the third beer he sent me, or gave to me, not sent, we saw each other in person, that has spruce tips in it. That's an IPA also. 7.5% ABV. The seasonal IPA was brewed with a blend of spruce tips and hops, yielding a balance between tropical hop goodness, piney dankness, and a brilliant malt backbone that complements all of our favorite parts of the holidays. Enjoy this beer with your loved ones while roasting chestnuts over an open fire. How about I enjoy this alone before going outside and shoveling? Listening to your uncle's best dad jokes, or just simply celebrate this season. I'm all about the dad jokes. And I definitely enjoy and celebrate this season. Proper glassware, so you know it's going to taste better. All right, I didn't know what this was going to look like. Because when I said tropical hop goodness, I was wondering if they were going to go for like a West Coast style IPA or what. Let's see, canned on. So it is almost 2 months old at time of review. Spruce Lee, that's funny. Well, what's today? This was canned on 10/30, and it's December 20th. So not quite 2 months old. Yeah, anyway. Looks like a West Coast IPA. It's got that almost like a burnt copper color. 2 3/4 finger head. It's a dark khaki kind of color. Pretty compact bubbles, pretty on top. Yeah, I mean that's a good looking beer. Almost looks like cream soda or something. It's about the aroma. Orange and pine, not surprisingly. The orange, for me, the way it's acting is almost like a gateway to some of that tropical stuff that they're talking about. I get mango specifically. I don't get pineapple. I don't get lychee. Like, mango's the most obvious actual tropical fruit I get. A little bit maybe generic tropical. And it is more fruity than piney, though, just to put that out there. I don't get many, like, malts or things like that. It's really the hops for me, and then a little bit of the spruce tips kicking out some of that pininess. But yeah, it's not, like, overly piney. I'm really curious what this is going to taste like based on the aroma. Only one way to find out. Cheers. Merry Christmas. Thanks again, Joe. I really appreciate it. I mean, I'm sure if you watch my channel, you guys already watch his channel. But the Beer Patrol, I'll at him in the description box below. Cheers. Ah, interesting. Okay. For me, much pinier in the taste than the aroma. And I get more pine in the taste than fruit. So not only do I get more pine than the aroma in the taste, but I get more pine in the taste than I get tropical or any kind of fruit at all. Okay, that's interesting. This is really good. I did a comparison of the other two spruce tips that he sent or gave me, and one was a New England style, one was a West Coast. And for me, it worked better on the West Coast. For him, he got a bigger kick out of the hazy. To me, the spruce tips I think work better in a more bitter, more West Coast, maybe already kind of piney, an IPA that I expect pine in, you know. So like this is kind of delivering on that, which I like. You know, that's definitely up my alley. Interestingly, it's not super resinous. Well, actually, no. It does have a nice resin. Like, okay, in my mind, like pine needles and resin are a little bit different. Resin is almost like to me, it's like the gooiness coming out of a cut pine tree, you know, like almost like a piney sap, you know. Like deeper than that. Like I'm not doing a good job of explaining this. I'm just thinking about how much snow I have to go. It's not a lot of snow. I just have to shovel my neighbors and mine. So I'm just thinking about the timing of it. So that'll be there. The snow's not going away, sadly. Focus on the beer review. Needles, like pine needles, to me, in my mind, it's almost like you took them and made a tea, like what that would taste like versus licking pine sap. That's what I'm trying to get at. Where I would say resin's more like licking pine sap. So I get some pine needleness, and I was kind of saying I wasn't getting a lot of resin, and I wouldn't say I get a lot of resin, but later in the sip is where it really shines, the resin does. So it definitely has a resinousness to it. Is that a word? The orange, a little bit juice, a little bit pine, or a little bit pine, different P word, peel. I swear I'm okay. Like I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to like rush through this to go shovel, and I shouldn't be doing that. And there's, you know what? There's a pop of that mango. It's not quite bubble gum, but there's like another confectionery fruit thing that I can't quite put my finger on. And oddly, this works. Like, I wouldn't think I would want that and the pininess together, but actually, I like that. This is a really good beer. Of the Spruce Tip beers that he gave me, of the three, this is my favorite by a lot. Like, I would gladly have a 4-pack of this. This is freaking awesome. Wow. Hides the ABV well. I'm getting more and more of that pine and resin while still having that extra dimension with the fruit. Like, yeah, this is... Did they have tasting notes? I don't remember. Malt backbone. Tropical hop goodness, piney dankness. Oh, dank. That's interesting. My mind didn't go there, but I get it. And brilliant malt backbone. Yeah, interestingly, that's something I should speak to. In the aroma, I didn't get any of the malt, and I said that. In the taste, it does have that, like, West Coasty malt backbone, which, you know, man, back in the day, didn't we say that a lot? Drinking those kinds of beers way more often, the West Coast, like traditional West Coast IPAs, like that malt backbone. It has strong malt backbone, that malt backbone thing. But yeah, it does. Yeah, for sure. Wow. Yeah, this is awesome. Have you guys had this one before? Have you had a beer with Spruce Tips? You had anything from Masthead? Thoughts on proper glassware? Just want to wish me a Merry Christmas? I think you have to have more than 3 words to help the algorithm. So, Merry Christmas, Kyle, and a Happy New Year. There you go. Thanks again, Joe. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Make sure you guys check out Joe at the Beer Patrol. Excuse me, once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, am I going to hiccup? Nope. Cheers.